how's it going, fellas? Welcome back to another trade recap, and then we're gonna also throw in a weekly analysis video into this recording, just because it is Sunday when I am recording this video, and I took this trade on Thursday. But without further ado, let's hop right into it. All right. So on the 4-hour time frame on Thursday, we could see that, hey, we were bullish, and then we had this bullish for value gap. Price came in, drove in here, drove below it actually, but then we ended up closing above the base of this fair value gap, which would mean we respected the fair value gap and we continued higher. To me, that was bullish buy or bullish confirmation, or it could be continue higher. Hourly time frame, we are bullish, and then you can see we have a couple hourly fair value gaps and whatnot here. So then we can kind of get into here at 6:30. We have this 15-minute fair value gap, right? Because on Thursday we had unemployment claims come out, so this 15-minute candle was from unemployment claims and the bullish news that it came out from that. And then we had disrespected a couple 30-minute fair value gaps, disrespect. And then we also had another one right here, which we did disrespect as well. And then, so we could see 15-minute fair value gap. From here, what I'm looking for was for price to come and drive back down into this fair value gap, and then also the equilibrium of this hourly equilibrium, fill in the inbound or the equilibrium of this range here, and then fill in this fair value gap. So from what I wanted to see something come in here, respect. You could see that we didn't do that at all. Not at all. So what happened was we were in here, then we start chopping it up, come into this fair value gap, start chopping it up, and then I had a real life emergency happen. So now my emotions are going, I'm kind of flustered and yada yada yada, and then I ended up taking this bad trade, right? Terrible trade. So you can see, come into this 15-minute fair value gap. We don't come quite to equilibrium yet, but then we come down, come into this fair value gap, we break structure, and then we leave behind a 1-minute fair value gap. From here, this is important. This is a notable thing that we need to be. It's notable to the analysis, essentially to the confluences, because we were expecting this by breaking or coming above here, breaking structure, and then leaving this 1-minute fair value gap. To me, this was significant. So then we come back down, retrace into it, and then probably right about here, like in this range, is when I started to have my real life emergency go down. So I see that price comes through here, and normally this would be significant for me, but I think just because like my emotions were flying and I really couldn't think straight, and there was just a lot of things going on, that I disregarded the disrespect to this fair value gap, right? So we disrespected this fair value gap, then we come up, we rally, and then we break structure right here. So what I thought this was, oh, we're just gonna disrespect it, but then it's gonna be like a, oh, psych, gotcha type of thing, you know what I'm saying? So we break structure to the upside on the 1-minute time frame. I enter, get filled right here, put my take profits right here and right here, And then I put my stop loss below the 1 minute fair value gap. And then from there, we get stopped out. So, you know, that's what it was for that trade. You know, honestly, kind of reflecting back, you know, I shouldn't have taken a trade just because, you know, my emotions and everything were going a little crazy, and I wasn't in the right headspace to be trading, if that makes sense. So this upcoming week, we're gonna take that into account. You know, like, hey, if something happens, or you know, if you just don't feel like you're in the right headspace to be locked in and trading, then you probably shouldn't take a trade. You know, there's gonna be plenty of days to trade, so there's no need to rush the process and take shitty trades. You know, but without further ado, let's get into our weekly analysis. So from here, what I'm seeing is that we have this low here, and we take out this low, liquidity sweep. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, so we have this liquidity sweep right here, and then on the daily time frame, we break structure. So what I predict is that we're going to continue this bullish trend, and you know, the key levels that I'm really looking at to see if we are going to continue higher is if we break structure right here on the weekly time frame. If we could break above right there, this would mean that on the macro trend, right, this was just a little retracement for what this is. You know, it's just a macro retracement from what this is. But if we could scale in, oops, we have this daily bearish fair value gap. So this is also an important level to see if we come up and respect it, or if we come up and disrespect it. If we disrespect it, then I predict that we're probably going to be going lower. If we disrespect it, then we're going to probably go higher. But on the daily time frame, it doesn't look like there's any significant fair value gaps. And then on the 4-hour time frame, I want to see this get filled. I would honestly kind of love to see this get filled, disrespected, and then come back down, fill in this 4-hour fair value gap, and then continue back up to the upside, and then disrespect through this zone. That's what I would kind of like to see, but we'll just have to wait and see for market open. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.